So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing.
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours.
Okay.
For years, tantalizing whispers have surrounded Diddy's enigmatic ties to Justin Bieber's battles with mental health and substance abuse. But with Diddy's dramatic arrest on September 16th, those rumors are igniting like wildfire, hinting at a truth that's far darker than anyone dared to imagine. Now, juicy gossip reveals that following Diddy's arrest, Justin spiraled into a panic, retreating behind closed doors. This isn't merely a reaction to the arrest. It appears the ghosts of his past traumas are rearing their heads once again. Yet, amid this turmoil, Justin is not backing down. He's taking charge, ready to unveil his truth through his PR team, determined to reclaim his narrative in this storm of chaos.
Truth that can help.
I commend you for going there and asking the tough questions and the things that people don't want to talk about, and they don't want to go there because it's revealing.
And it's not just Diddy, other celebrities are involved too. So what exactly has Justin revealed? Today we're diving into this shocking saga to uncover the truth. And as it turns out, Justin was hinting at his struggles long before the lawsuits and allegations came to light. This takes us back to his preteen years when a song he wrote and composed resurfaced and went viral again, sparking renewed interest in his friendship with Diddy from when Justin was just a rising star. The lyrics first caught attention back in April. As TikTok videos showed the artist singing about losing himself at a Diddy party, he claimed it cost him way more than his soul, and that it wasn't worth all the fortune and fame. With the recent allegations, Justin's fans have been diving into these lyrics, which seem to have a haunting message. The lyrics in question, which were debunked but seemed to open the song, "Lost myself at a Diddy party, didn't know that's how it goes. I was in it for a new Ferrari, but it cost me way more than my soul, wasn't worth all the fortune and fame." This song blew up on TikTok and other platforms, and people jumped on it, really getting into its deeper meaning. But here's where it gets interesting. According to the fact-checking site Snopes, there's actually no solid proof that this song even exists. So far, there hasn't been any official word from reliable sources to back it up. Even more wild, some folks online are speculating that the track might have been created by artificial intelligence. And with so many advancements in tech, it wouldn't be surprising if an AI was behind it. Nevertheless, it didn't change the fact that Diddy was behind Justin's struggles. From the moment Justin stepped into the music scene at just 15 years old, he was already linked to Diddy. Remember that footage from 2009? The two were seen chatting about spending a wild weekend together. Diddy described it as 48 hours, with Diddy saying they couldn't share all the details, but it was definitely a teenage dream come true.
Where would you like to go?
Wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing.
Diddy took on a mentor role for Justin, claiming he had custody of him for that weekend. While he didn't have legal guardianship, he made it clear that Justin was under his wing and promised them both a crazy time. When Justin jokingly mentioned wanting to get some girls, Diddy replied, "Man after my heart." That's what I'm talking about. It's a revealing moment that shows just how close they were, but not in a good way. Most people noticed that after that, Justin just wasn't the same. This was also around the time when he began grappling with substance addiction, revealing he started using at just 16 years old. Then there's this cringeworthy video where Diddy straight up asks Justin why he hasn't been in touch for 3 years. You can practically feel Justin's awkwardness radiating through the screen as he stumbles over his words, trying to explain himself to Diddy.
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 55.
As if that weren't enough to stir the pot, a slew of viral clips has resurfaced, highlighting just how deep Diddy's influence ran over Justin. Remember the headlines about the Lil Rod and Cassie lawsuit? Well, one particular clip has started making the rounds again, showing Justin getting cozy with Odell Beckham Jr. at one of Diddy's notorious parties. And lurking in the background, None other than Trey Songz just vibing with the scene. Now, opinions are sharply divided. Some are quick to defend Justin, suggesting he might have just gotten a little too carried away with that white stuff, if you catch my drift. But others are convinced he was all in, fully aware of the wild antics around him. In the clip, his lips glisten with a certain sheen, and the look of genuine panic on his face when he realizes he's being filmed speaks volumes. The plot thickens, and the stakes keep rising. In a newly resurfaced clip, Khloe Kardashian candidly chats with her sister Kourtney about Justin attending one of Diddy's infamous parties when he was just 20. Khloe laughs, "I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. And let me tell you, I think half the people there were naked," she adds with a cheeky grin. "You would have loved it." Curious, Kourtney asks who was with you this weekend, to which Khloe casually replies, "Oh, just a bunch of friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, but that's not all." Another video has surfaced, sending shockwaves through social media, allegedly showing Diddy and the game relentlessly handing Justin drink after drink at yet another wild bash. Despite looking like he can barely stand, they keep pouring, seemingly oblivious to his condition. It's alarming to watch and raises serious questions about what really went down behind the scenes at those parties. The darker undertones of this glamorous world are becoming impossible to ignore.
Welcome to the family, John.
Someone shared this video online, claiming Justin was under the influence and taken advantage of multiple times that night. And when you look at Diddy's 14-page indictment and how the feds raided his 2 houses again, finding 1,000 bottles of baby oil and a leftover IV bag, it just makes everything feel even sadder. Justin was just a kid and was clearly manipulated, which is heartbreaking to think about. When he started showing signs of his struggles in public, like wearing those questionable outfits and looking like a walking disaster on the streets, many people were way too quick to criticize him. Instead of offering support, they just piled on the judgment. Now, sources are revealing that Diddy wasn't the only reason Justin found himself in this mess. Let's rewind a bit and see how Justin even ended up in Diddy's orbit. It all starts with Usher, the big-name mentor in the music world. Usher played a crucial role in shaping Justin Bieber's career, taking him under his wing back in 2008 when Justin was just starting out. But here's the twist: Usher's connections were deep, and his ties to Diddy brought Justin into that world. If you haven't been paying attention, Usher and Diddy go way back. When Usher was just beginning his journey to become the next Michael Jackson, he needed guidance. And that's how his relationship with Diddy began. At just 13 years old, Usher moved into one of Diddy's mansions. This fact resurfaced recently when an old 2016 interview started making the rounds after the lawsuit hit the headlines. In that interview, Usher, known for hits like You Remind Me, talked about his early days in New York City living with Diddy as part of the PIs, part of the Puffy Flavor camp, where he was mentored by the disgraced producer. Reflecting on those wild times during an appearance on the Howard Stern show, Usher admitted, "I got a chance to see some things hinting at experiences he might not have fully grasped back then."
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to something
City.
called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Around the same time, an eye-opening interview featuring Usher and Diddy surfaced. Hosted by none other than Kevin Hart, Diddy reminisced about their playful rivalry over Frosted Flakes from when Usher was just a kid of 10. The banter between them was lighthearted, showcasing a camaraderie built on years of friendship. But beneath the laughter, there was an undercurrent of competition that hinted at the complex dynamics of their relationship, one that would evolve dramatically over the years. This nostalgic trip down memory lane highlighted the innocence of their early days, contrasting sharply with the darker paths they would later navigate.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out.
back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented.
Now, while some people argue that Usher is just another victim in this saga, others quickly point out that it doesn't excuse his role in letting Justin fall into such a dangerous situation. After having full guardianship over Justin at a young age, Usher supposedly handed him over to Diddy, leading to that infamous tape of Diddy and Justin's 48-hour weekend together. To make things even creepier, Jaguar Wright spilled some serious tea, claiming that Diddy recorded tapes at his mansions without anyone's consent and sold them for millions on the dark web, with Justin being one of the victims of those tapes. But hold on, there's even more to this story. Just when you think it couldn't get any crazier, Jaguar Wright reveals more shocking information in an eye-opening interview with vlogger Storm Monroe. Jaguar claims that ever since Justin became close with Diddy, he's been treated more like a product than a person in the music industry. Those videos we've seen of Justin hanging out with Odell Beckham Jr. and other big names are just scratching the surface of a much bigger issue. And Justin has been trying to share his thoughts with us through his music videos and songs for a while now. Even before his viral TikTok song, there was his earlier track Yummy released 4 years ago, which hinted at some of the darker sides of the music industry. Following Diddy's arrest, many people are revisiting and analyzing Yummy, looking for deeper meanings and connections. Someone pointed out that when Justin walks through the kitchen on the music video, he's not a guest, he's there to be passed around, which is why the people at his table keep changing. Then there's the sandwich in front of him. At first, it's facing him, hiding a cherry and 2 olives. The camera keeps circling to show the olives and cherry. Halfway through the video, the cherry turns into a black olive, and the sandwich ends up facing everyone at the table. Looking back at the cherries, there are a lot of dishes on the table with cherries, which might suggest there are other children they're going to entertain. Let's talk about the lyrics. Bonafide Stallion likely refers to Diddy when he says yummy. Yummy, it's about getting intimate from him or having blackmail over him. The lines say the word on my way. Yeah, babe. Yeah, babe shows how he acts when he's being blackmailed. Finally, in the line standing up, keep me on the rise, lost control of myself, uncompromised Justin is saying how they work to control him. But he doesn't care because he knows they're the ones in the wrong. Despite Justin's cheerful and charming presence in the video, he was actually struggling with a panic attack behind the scenes. He felt very uncomfortable, but he pushed through it to give viewers a glimpse of the dark realities of the music industry. This shows just how much he cares about sharing his experiences even when it's hard for him. One fan really captured the struggle by saying, Justin is an artist and there are so many messages in this song that I didn't see until now. It's like the food and drinks in the video could have illegal substances in them, which keeps people hooked. The lyrics, lost control of myself, compromised, incriminated, no disguise on tape, never running low on supplies really hit hard. It's heartbreaking to realize that Justin was a victim of the industry's sick ways. Fast forward to now, and Justin hasn't said much publicly about the serious charges against Diddy, but a source close to him shared that since welcoming his son Jack with wife Haley, Justin has been in a happy bubble focused on being a great dad and husband. However, there are growing concerns among his friends. The Daily Mail reported that they fear Justin is starting to shut down in response to the mounting pressure from the recent arrest. A close friend of Bieber shared he's really disturbed by the Diddy news and doesn't want to talk about it, so he's just closing himself off, the friend added. Since the home raids, Justin hasn't been responding to anyone. He's just not going to engage with this. They pointed out that Justin had distanced himself from Diddy for a long time, believing that most of the troubling events happened during that break. Even though he appeared on Diddy's latest album, the friend insisted that if Justin had known about any of this, he absolutely wouldn't have participated. As for Diddy, things are still heating up. The feds have revealed several big names that could be connected to him, but honestly, given how extensive and lengthy this investigation is, I doubt he only has 8 allies. It's likely in the hundreds. One of those names is Jay-Z, which isn't surprising considering how long they've known each other and that Jay-Z was also friends with R. Kelly, hinting at something darker. There are even rumors suggesting that Jay-Z might be involved in even more serious issues than Diddy. Then there's Ashton Kutcher, who first met Diddy while hosting various shows on MTV. They've shared a long friendship, bonding over their love for pranks. During an appearance on Hot Ones in 2019, Kutcher seemed overwhelmed with memories and couldn't even choose one party story about Diddy to share. Jennifer Lopez is also reportedly on high alert after Diddy's recent arrest, especially since memories of the infamous 1999 NYC nightclub shooting have resurfaced, according to the Mail. In December 1999, Diddy, Lopez, his bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones, and 21-year-old rapper Jamal Shine Barrow were involved in a dispute at Club New York in Manhattan that ended in gunfire, injuring 3 people. Both Diddy and Lopez were arrested and initially faced charges, But the charges against Lopez were quickly dropped, and Diddy was eventually acquitted. It's also noteworthy that the houses where Diddy threw some of his parties were just a few blocks away from Lopez's place, making her connection to this situation not surprising. Moreover, when the feds raided Diddy's homes, reports suggested they uncovered links to J.Lo on the tapes, which likely prompted her husband Ben Affleck to file for divorce quickly. Names like the Kardashians have also come up in this conversation, and it's no surprise since members of this influential family have been regular guests at Diddy's parties for years. Some of them were even spotted arm in arm with him as recently as 2019, showcasing their close ties. Oprah is another big name under scrutiny. The famous talk show host has been friendly with Diddy for many years, which adds to the sense of a protective circle of powerful people surrounding him. Shockingly, even Leonardo DiCaprio has been seen dancing at Diddy's 50th birthday party in 2019, and he's been photographed with Diddy multiple times at various events over the years. This connection highlights how Diddy attracts high-profile celebrities. Paris Hilton is yet another powerful figure who seems to endorse Diddy by frequently attending his extravagant parties. As a mistreatment survivor and advocate for young people, it's surprising that she hasn't commented on the recent accusations against him, especially since she shared posts about having an epic time at his house. Mariah Carey has also been spotted with Diddy numerous times. Both artists rose to fame around the same time in the late 1990s and early 2000s, and she's been a regular at his gatherings. Even royalty isn't exempt from this circle. Prince Harry's friendship with Diddy gives the impression that Diddy's influence stretches far and wide, as the British prince has been photographed enjoying time with him. This web of connections among powerful figures paints a fascinating picture of Diddy's place in the celebrity world. And yes, even Anna Wintour has been seen partying with Diddy multiple times. Her friendship with the rapper, including sending him that coveted Met Gala invitation, played a huge role in helping him gain acceptance in the high fashion world. Their connection has led to extensive coverage in Vogue, where Diddy has enjoyed regular features and photo shoots for decades. One of the most famous was the iconic 1999 spread titled Puffy Takes Paris. Over time, Diddy developed such a strong desire to fit into the industry that he reportedly told his employees, "When you speak to me, you should imagine that you're talking to Karl Lagerfeld." This quote, shared anonymously with the Daily Beast, shows just how much he valued his standing in the fashion realm and how he sought to align himself with the legends of the industry. His ties to Wintour and Vogue have certainly helped solidify his presence among the elite. That might explain why Diddy hasn't faced consequences for so long, despite some individuals who've worked with him trying to speak out for years. Not a single powerful person who attended his infamous parties has come forward to share their experiences. One claim that adds more context to this silence is found in the recent lawsuit against Diddy from former artist Dawn Richards. She alleged that Diddy mistreated his ex-girlfriend Cassie in front of notable figures like Grammy-winning musicians Usher and Ne-Yo, as well as Interscope Records co-founder Jimmy Iovine, none of whom stepped in to help. Following his arrest and after being denied bail multiple times, many people are finding it quite satisfying to watch the situation unfold. There's a sense of hope that this could be a turning point, preventing others from falling into such a disturbing trap in the future. But what do you think? Do you believe Diddy will stay in jail for life? And do you think Justin Bieber might open up more about his own experiences in this industry? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so comment down below. As we stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding story, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos. There's so much more to discover, and your support really matters to us.